So this is my physique. My body type has always been stockier, boxy. I've always struggled to get real lean. Just how I eat naturally, it keeps me at, I guess, like this thicker, fuller look. Whenever I cut, it's definitely possible for me to get leaner. But if I just allow myself to eat and not really focus on tracking, this is how I look. I'm starting to learn to just enjoy the process and not really beat myself up over trying to get leaner and just trying to go with what's natural for me or what's not easy, but it feels like it flows. So if you're in that same situation where either you're real skinny and you're trying to get yourself big, don't beat yourself up about it. Just go with the process, stick to the plan that you have for yourself, because it's gonna make the process that much smoother and easier. I am currently about 165 right now, and I started off at about 217 pounds, guys. So I'm doing so much better than just allowing myself to be super unhealthy. So yeah, so I was 217 pounds, and that was an extreme. I should have never allowed myself to go to that point. But I wasn't really focused on health then anyways. I wasn't working out consistently. I wasn't trying to be healthy, and it was always on my mind, but I wasn't focusing on it, and I wasn't trying, even though it was bothering me, and I knew I needed to do something about it. So there's going to be a difference between what's unhealthy and where you're supposed to be at naturally. This is where I feel most comfortable, most natural. I don't have to force it to be where I'm at right now. To get leaner, I do have to try, and it feels like I have to force it. And then to get any heavier than this, I start to feel uncomfortable about myself. I start to feel like, like disgusted almost. I guess that's a harsh word to use, but that's how I feel. There's going to be a natural look to us, or what we're inclined to go towards. So don't beat yourself up if you're not at your goal, or if you aren't seeing the progress that you want to see, because to me, that puts you in a negative state of mind to where you end up sabotaging even more and setting yourself back even more. Over the last 15 years of me trying to lose weight and it being on my mind, and then finally being able to go from 217 down to into the 160s, I've learned that I only got here because I wasn't negative about it. I was just every single day wanting to come to the gym, wanting to either fast or eat healthier. And that allowed me to actually get there. This is where I'm at. So what? I'm just going to show up to the gym. This makes me feel good. I'm going to fast today. That makes me feel good. Focusing on the tasks that I have for the day and allowing that to keep me in a positive state of mind. We start focusing on how we look versus where we want to go. Puts us in a negative state of mind of, oh, I wish I was there. Comparing from where we're at now to where we want to go, or to other people that we see on social media. So focus on what you're doing today. The workout, maybe the foods that you're eating, or if you are on some type of diet, just focus on that today. Try not to focus too much on how far you have to go. Not perfect with these diets or with fasting. I'm always back and forth, like I said, with that weight. My whole objective is to not beat myself up about it, because I know I've done this in the past, find myself back in the 180s, 190s, and then potentially even where I was at 217. I've kept the weight off for over 2 years now, so I'm confident that I won't ever find myself back at that point, God willing. But the reason why I don't is because I understand now how I am mentally and how I need to stay in a positive state of mind to keep myself from going to the food as a source of relief. And that's what I was doing in the past. Same with alcohol. So I just kind of eliminated those things out of my life to keep that from being an option for me to go to. So that's it. I hope this helps. I hope that you find a way to get in a positive state of mind, so that way you can reach your goals, but not put so much pressure on yourself to where you find yourself falling off and back to where you were at. So that's it.